Okay, so we've got 15-10. The first rapid game after the warm-up session and the 5-0 Blitz Arena. Just now to break down our learning, why we're making the moves that we're making, what forces us to make those moves, because it's so tempting to just do this. He takes and takes, but then the queen gets the 20-pointer because our king won't get castled. Simple potatoes, and just bring the bishop knight through and attack the pawn. For now. Maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe none of them. Maybe none of them. Many moves they can make. But what makes us make the moves that we make? First of all, it's that initial pattern. As soon as they make a move on the board, brain goes, what? Oh, come on. This is a very special game. Just take with the smaller piece. Okay, they're going to resign now. What was that? What makes us make the moves that we make? Not saying they're going to lose, but maybe it's a set play thing that I don't know about. And going to take. So this is the key thing for us, is to maintain the advantage. We've mentioned it before. We've got to this stage whereby, yes, we gain quite a lot of advantages in our open, over the board chess games, but it's learning to maintain that advantage, even if it's the smallest of advantages. Might not be a material advantage, but it might be a positional advantage that we're just not taking advantage of and maintaining. There's nothing supporting that, so I'm just going to bring the knight through. I'm a bit wary about this play. We do have this, which is a fork on the king and the rook. I think they're probably just going to come back and defend there. Oh, they're not doing that. They're finding a little cubby hole. May as well bring... Oh, he's attacking the knight. Whoa, ho, ho, steady on. He's attacking the knight. Clever. So we're not doing that. We are going to bring the knight back. Let's not get carried away thinking, yes, we could just go straight for it anyway. Got a check on us. Attacking the pot knight. These are mini type things that I've got to learn and keep practicing for myself for the over the board games. It's very key, because this player now is just fighting back now. They haven't given up. This is what made me think there's something not quite right here. So we could attack, but then I think he's looking to just double pawns and stuff. We attack the queen. He attacks the knight. We take back. And he escapes. So we just do this. Don't think there's a major thing, because he can still do that anyway, can't he? But it doesn't disrupt our pawn structure. We'll just attack with the queen. Might as well just attack with the queen, hadn't we? Keep it even more simple. Doesn't have to exchange, can just fly back, can't they? Does take, and bishop's taking. Jumping at the bit to double the pawns, we may as well do the preempt. Castle into a dodgy castle. Or do we go for the queenside castle? Just giving pawns up left, right and centre, but you know, I'm still a bit wary of this player. Boom, let's just attack. We're back into this glorious position again of a potential fork on the king and the rook. Still wary, but not as wary now that the queens are off the board. So definitely into an endgame type of situation, which we're trying to maintain the advantage that we've got without losing any more. Sometimes you can lose material and you're not actually losing the position, a good position. So I've got to bear that in mind. It's still giving me the rook anyway. Because you play all sorts of levels of players, you know, over the board, and they will make errors and mistakes. Not unlike these types of things that we're seeing, you know, but maybe not as graphic. I don't think I played anyone like this over the board for a long time. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, the knight's gone now. It's taken a higher piece off the board. We don't need to lose any sleep over it. We could just go for exchanges now, but I think they're just going to bring the rook here and put a check on. Thinking, well, I'm going to stop them from castling. So we can just move the king across. Okay, stopping them from castling anyway. Right, so, and still not escaping the knight. I think it's time to double the rooks on the open file, keeping it basic. Knight's move, so he's looking to get our knight off the board. So we may as well bring the bishop here and just attack this pawn then. So the king will be sliding across. Oh, it can't go here because the knight's defending that area. Can go here. We will be able to take. We will be on the knight. It's not doing that. Doesn't want us. So now the bishop is actually protecting. If we did take, knight takes on the bishop. Bishop just slides across a little bit, attacking this pawn. Maybe we'll do that. I'm still doing calculations. Yeah, no matter what's happening in the game. So I'm glad that they're continuing on because we want to just practice that element of, well, you've got an advantage, but how do you keep it? So we've got this, we're managing this square here. Potential rook exchange type thing. We're attacking this pawn. Knight's not really got a clear attack on the king, it would get taken. King can't really come and attack the bishop. So it's moved out of the way. So that means we can just get rid of their rook. I think we'll do that. We're getting rid of the rook, getting rid of our bishop. So we would have a knight. Well, part of a knight. No, because the knight would be able to escape here. So it would be like a knight and a rook versus their knight. I think I like them odds. There's nothing prettier, is there? Nope. Let's just do it. Let's get rid of it. Reduce it down. Still maintaining an advantage. Fake. Don't rush with the check because we want to get our knight out with a check. Could attack the pawn, it's just going to attack it down, so I'm going to bring it here. It's attacking this pawn. It can defend. Doesn't defend, so we'll just capture it. Right, so let's see. The rook could attack the pawn, giving them something to think about. Defends itself, we bring the rook up, attacking the knight. King comes to defend, we bring the rook here, attacking the king. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's attack the pawn. Maybe they go, well, I don't care, I'm attacking your knight. So we'll just attack their knight, looking to reduce down. Got to check on the king, also on the pawn here, if he doesn't. So he's not doing that, so he's attacking this pawn. We could hit the knight first, before we think about jumping here. Don't forget the rook's got this pawn as well. We might hang fire on that and just take the pawn first, before we start getting arty, because he's be bringing his king in to defend and attack. So definitely at this point, I probably would expect a resignation now, because they've done what they've needed to do up to this point, and now maintaining the advantage. Really, I would say it's impossible to lose the advantage from this type of situation. Does look like their signals going, so yeah, they played it up to that point, which is good, which was nice, but it's more, that's more than an advantage, is that. Very good, nice one. So obviously we'll play another one, another rapid game, because obviously that didn't put the pressure, but we've got to be able to play those types of games. Right, let's get the knight up here. So that's why it's better to have a conceptual idea of what you feel you should be doing in the games, especially at the start of the game. So if I take a moment's breath at the start of the game to try and find the key that opens up the lock for the millions of evaluations that I've done of the games that I've played, and unlock the right move that was identified from the research, then I'm going to feel a lot happier, rather than coming back and going, oh, I remembered we said we were supposed to do it this way, and oh, we were going to do it this way. So it's trying to unlock that key. Oh, I did too much talking, didn't I? That's why they blobbed last time. Bring the bishop here, I think. Yeah, maybe so. Going to try and just go for a safe castling. Their queen is in the center of the board, which can be bad, but also can be dangerous. So the focal point for them, yeah, it's obviously going to be the weak area around here if we castle on the king side. Alright, we don't have anything else to attack anything. Let's just castle. Our knight's just disappeared, so I'm feeling like, oh, what's happened? Where has my knight gone? Anyway, their knight's gone too. So we can hit the queen. I was trying to hold off doing it. I might still hold off doing it. Let's just do that, yeah, and just keep it in the back pocket for a little bit of a sting. He's staying there. So opening up the dark square bishop was now their area. For our endgame opening type conceptual maneuvers, potentially around this area. Those are the weaker points on the board, if we can get there. Obviously there's other things that we've got to take consideration, because we might never get there, because they'll be attacking our pieces, attacking our weak squares, and we have to deal with those, utilizing the mantra. Yep, as we said, going to be attacking our weak area. We do have an X-ray through to their queen, which means we can jump anywhere, but maybe not there because the queen will take. Could attack their knight. I think we'll attack the knight because we're on their queen. Does he have anything? The bishop's too far over. It's not the dark square bishop being here, so there's no checkmatey type things. I'm hoping they haven't seen it, and then we can just get it out of the way, and then job's done. Taking a big pause, but I'm hoping even if they're taking a big pause, they're thinking, okay, we're going to take. But the thing is, see how clever they are. Yeah, we take bishops here, and what's it attacking? Yeah. So those are the types of shifty things that you got to be thinking about. You know, it's like they're just giving it up to improve their position. So we take, bishop takes. We do have tempo to be able to just do this. Yeah, there is that, and we do have tempo to basically just do this, attacking the actual bishop. I think we're going to continue with that because that's what they're wanting to do, and we have a defense for it. And attack the bishop. Center pawn is protected at the minute, so we're not too worried about that. So they'll be most upset now that we've seen their plot, their plan. Gone for another long pause. I don't really see there's anything else other than the fact he may just think, well, if I'm opening the dark square bishop, we get to double their pot. Oh, he's not doing any of that. I'm hoping they've lost a bit of tempo. This Fisher Spassky, we don't want to do that. Does get the bishop out, but now he's got constant pressure towards our king. Is he changing his directory type thing? Is going this way? Could just move the king out of the way. Anything else? Get the queen here, looking to get the queen off. We get the queen there, he moves there with the bishop. We're not going to be pushing, but the bishop is still protecting, so he's not really going to be taking. Don't think there's a space for the dark square bishop, really. It can come here. I'm going to bring the queen here and see if there's an exchange. If there's not, then bang, checkmate. Although they could do the same to us that we did to them. Bring the bishop there, take off there. So we don't need to move fast in any way, shape. We're trying to formulate a plan of sorts. As we know, a sketchy plan is better than no plan whatsoever. We have one piece facing their king. We're looking to get another piece facing their king, but potentially queen exchange. But if they forget themselves and get cocky, because they don't want to exchange the queen, blam. Got them in deep thought. He's obviously wanting to get the dark square bishop into the game as well. I do want to get mine into the game as well. I don't want to block my queen. Is there a little move like this? But it's not really doing anything major. I don't think I'm losing any sleep over. Oh, exact move. Yep. So we're going to see what happens from here. They might forget themselves and go, oh, no, we're not having any of that. Blam. We're hoping and praying they do. No, I'm not exchanging. Off you go. No, if they go there, we go blam. Oh, nice one. Okay, so we'll get ready for the classical session.